Hey guys, I completely forgot, so I'm editing this in, so I'm so bad at remembering stuff, so if I say hey twice randomly, like I'm introducing the video, that is why. But, if you've noticed on my WordPress or here on YouTube, I now have a new logo, so I just wanted to give a massive thanks to my friend Amber who designed it. Pestilent Print is her company. If you want logos, artwork, stuff like that done, she's new. She's a really talented artist, but she is very new, so definitely help her out. Give her a follow on Instagram. This isn't some kind of like bullshit advert. She's just a friend who really kindly did me a new logo. She's also doing the artwork for the 4th AHPM Records compilation for me, which is already looking really cool. We have all the bands locked in, so keep an eye out for that on Bandcamp. But yeah, if you want to know about the logo, basically, if you've ever got anything and asked me to sign it, because I do get asked that for some reason, you guys want me to scribble on a perfectly nice CD and ruin it, but she's based it on my signature, which is what I asked for, because I like the sort of symmetry of it with the upside down crosses and the rune in the middle. I think it looks really cool. And I want it to go very readable, not like super black metal, because then no one can read it, and that's quite inconvenient for like a webzine and stuff, I guess, for me. So it's got that kind of speed metal look. It came out exactly what I asked for. She was really cool. Plenty of things that she made points of, you know, making sure she got stuff right as she was going, which is how it should be in the graphic design industry and artwork industry. A lot of artists aren't very courteous on doing what you ask for. She's incredibly courteous, incredibly helpful. She's not shy to redo stuff if she gets it wrong, so she's a massive talent. Go help her out. If you're a band looking for artwork that's affordable and really well done, go and hit her up before she's doing stuff for the big bands, because it's gonna happen, guys, so, you know, be a part of it. She's great. Logos, artwork. I think she also does merchandise printing as well, like patches, so it's really cool. But yeah, check out Pestilent Print. Sorry that I had to edit this in last minute. I'm such an idiot at remembering what goes where in videos. I'm technologically deficient at the best of times, so I just listen to records and sometimes talk about them. So go help out my friend. Maybe help out your band with a really cool cover or logo. And now I will reintroduce this video because I already recorded that bit, but check out these bands to come. Hey guys, I'm back with another 10 metal bands you haven't heard but should. Again, it's quite a nice varied collection this episode, and I have a cool guest star that some of you may have seen on my social media. We will get to that shortly, but first up I'm going to talk about a few things. So first of all, Bloodlust are an Australian kind of blackened speed metal band. This is their new EP called Leather, Steel and Hell. Great artwork and title. If you dig stuff like Nocturnal Graves, Destroyer 66 or Grave, Destroyer 666, those kind of Australian black thrash speed, really intense maniac riffs, blast beats, and like really catchy hooks, check out Bloodlust. I think they're doing a killer job. I reviewed this EP. I really enjoyed it. If you follow my blog, you'll know that already. But yeah, it's really cool stuff. And I'm looking forward to hearing more from these guys. They're really cool. Next up, a very deceptive album. If you look at the album cover and listen to it, they do not match at all. But on Profound Lore, we have this. I'm sure you can read that logo, so there's no point me saying it. I'm just kidding. They're called Infernal Coil. It's got this like really nice atmospheric black metal style cover, and then inside it's just some like kind of really intense war metal with some kind of grindcore influence, but mainly that kind of just Black Death style of like Revenge, Conqueror, Black Witchery, all those bands we know and love. But yeah, on Profound Lore, Infernal Coil, just absolutely devastating black and death, grinding goodness. Incredibly heavy album. I really recommend that one. Next up, some more black metal. This is from Finland. We have Funerary Bell with their album, what's it called? Undead Revelations, on Under the Dark Soil, I believe. Yeah, the tape, obviously. Nice gold cassette. I really like their purple logo and the colour scheme, which is actually quite like the next release I'm going to talk about too. Funerary Bell's just classic, quite atmospheric, but very traditional, stripped back and honest, down-to-earth black metal from Finland. It's got that just classic sound that, you know, if you like black metal, then this is as close to the true sound of it as I think we're going to get. Next up on Hell's Headbangers, we have Denial of God, who are not so traditional. If you know the bands Deceased and Acid Witch, these guys are sort of like the black metal equivalent. They're from Denmark, and they use really melodic guitars, really nice atmospheres. These almost like King Diamond-esque kind of concept, visuals, and stories in the lyrics. Behind the Coffin's Lid, I actually posted a clip of me playing the lead guitar line from it. I love the atmospheric melodies on this album. They've got a new EP coming out, I believe, also on Hell's Headbangers that I reviewed recently. That's really cool. But this, I believe, is the most recent full-length album, and I just think if you like sort of quite horror-themed, quite kind of ghastly black metal, like Carrick Angren maybe, but without the symphonics, just more stripped back and true black metal, if you want to call it that, then this is probably more in your style. So check out Denial of God from Denmark. Now I'm going to hand over to my buddy Blaine from Canada. You guys probably all know him from Banger TV. He's going to talk about a really cool release, really good band, and I just want to thank Blaine for being a part of this. I watch his videos a lot, and all the guys from Banger TV. Really cool channel. Support what Blaine's doing. He's got a Twitch as well where he plays video games. He did really cool Bloodborne stream. We all know I love that video game. So yeah, check out his Twitch, check out Banger TV. He's also a really funny comedian, which some of the Canadians watching this may know. But yeah, over to you, dude.
Hey, Blayne Smith from Banger TV and Metal Comedy on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, anywhere you're trying to find me, if you're trying to find me. And I'm here to bring you, hey, what's that? A metal band you haven't heard, but should. This one is special and important to me because I get to talk about metal bands all the time on the internet, and I get to give you all a lot of metal homework if you watch Banger TV. But this is the record that's gotten away this year due to some scheduling conflicts and blah, blah, blah. I haven't gotten to talk about this really on the internet yet, and I'm really trying to do that in any way I can because this is a great record by a great band that deserves some attention. It's Minenfeld, a German death metal band, and it's called The Great Adventure. We're in a really fantastic death metal period right now. People are just cranking out quality death metal left and right, but as a result, stuff can kind of start to bleed together a little bit. So how does this stand out from the crowd? Well, the death metal, first off, is like of the old school revival type. It's not just all blast beats and, you know, super fancy production. It's got that slower vibe to it. You know, they can dial it back. It's not crossing over into death doom, my favorite genre, but it's close enough that it really sticks its hooks in me and gets me excited. It's that bolt thrower feel, and really great death metal on it. But another way it stands out besides just being a quality death metal record is it's an anti-war, anti-fascist, anti-bad stuff record. And the way they communicate this is by contrasting the death metal with World War I era propaganda. So it has a really weird vibe where you go from like dun 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 dun, dun off to war to death metal to yes, these brave men are waiting to punch their ticket to go off to the European theater and find glory. And it creates a really interesting vibe I was like, oh man, I need to get the vinyl of that because the pops and hisses of the old recordings are going to sound great on a record player, and it's going to, you know, it's the kind of record you sit down and listen to all the way through. It's not something you have on when you're going to the gym or on the bus or something. Really kind of demands a listen, and vinyl's really good for that. I am totally into the record. I absolutely love it. And they even did little coasters of the center part of the record with this dog loving listening to the record, and I love listening to the record. So if a dog and me love it this much, I think you should check it out too. So I hope you will. It's really cool. Like I said, I haven't gotten to talk about it nearly as much as I want to. So thanks for letting me come on here and talk about it. And check this one out, please. If you like that band 1914, which you might have heard about, hey, on this channel. It's not Blackened, but similar vibe, similar kind of thing, a little slower than that. So if you like that, you'll probably like this, as long as you're okay with the speed knob being turned down a bit sometimes. Check it out. Thanks, guys.
Right, I hope you guys all enjoyed Blaine's recommendation. I think it's a really killer record as well. That guy's got good taste. I knew he'd pick like a properly cool underground record that I haven't had on here. I approached him and he was really cool and was like, yeah dude, totally up for being a part of it. So thank you my friend for that. And now of course for more recommendations. In the vein of Infernal Coil, we have Prosanctus Inferi on Nuclear War Now. Again, a really cool war metal band. These guys are really underrated. Like, a lot of Nuclear War Now releases are sort of the quintessential things to listen to in the war metal scene. Yet this band I haven't seen spoken about as much. They've got a new release coming up. I reviewed that one as well. It's really good, and I had to grab this album, Noctambulous Jaws Within Sempiternal Night. I don't think I butchered that too badly. It's really, it's relatively well produced for war metal, but it's just still got that kind of cavernous, evil, just devastating obliteration of, like, noise. Really cool stuff. So yeah, check out Prosanctus Inferi if you like pretty much all of Nuclear War Now's releases. Next up, back to some more speedy, black thrash, black speed, whatever you want to call it, from Australia again on Evil Spell Records. We have Bastardizer. These guys are killer. I wasn't sure if I spoke about these guys, because I also have the split they did with Whip Striker, so if I have already, then my bad. But I don't think I have. This is their new album, Dawn of Domination. It's really killer, you know, all the sex, drinks, and metal that you guys want in a speed metal album. Bastardizer nail it. Really catchy riffs, really upbeat, and just a really fun album. I think this is, if you're into stuff, you know, like Midnight and so on and so forth, I have one of these kinds of releases at least in every video, and I give the same reference points. You guys know what it is. Check out Bastardizer, because they're fucking awesome. Next up, we've had CDs and tapes. I've got a couple of LPs to talk about. So, first up, if you like your black metal raw, atmospheric, dissonant, yet also somewhat melodic in parts, Black Cilice on Iron Bonehead Records. This is their latest album, although they do have a new one coming out, Banished from Time. This is the most epic Portuguese band I can think of. It's just such horrifically dense and claustrophobic riffing, not unlike Abduction. I know the person behind Abduction is a Black Cilice fan, so definitely check out Black Cilice if you dig that sound. This LP is gorgeous. It's, I'm going to see if I can conveniently show the vinyl itself, because I know a lot of you guys dig that. It is very yellow. Not what we'd expect from a band like this, but I think it's really cool, you know, to get a really different colour variant. So check out Black Cilice anyway, and all their yellowness and raw black metal goodness inside. Next up, we have Cruciamentum, a UK cavern death band. This is on Profound Law and Meisako Onogjo Records for the vinyl edition. It's just really evil sounding. Like, the artwork summarizes the sound up really nicely. If you like stuff, you know, like Burial Invocation, yada yada yada, all the Dark Descent bands that we all love, Corpsest and so on. Again, not going to give the same list of bands that they sound like, but, you know, like Tomb Mold as well, this sort of like modern take on old school death metal with a lot of doom atmospherics in there. Cruciamentum do a killer job. This is their, I believe, their first or second full-length Charnel Passages. It features the guitarist from Destroyer 666, if memory serves correctly. So, yeah, check out Cruciamentum. I nearly said Charnel Passages, the album name. And enjoy some proper cavern death, as the term goes. Let's make that a legitimized thing, because there's not enough subgenres already. Finally, this band, I guess you could say, is quite well known. They're on Candlelight, which is a slightly bigger label maybe than, say, you know, Nuclear War Now or whatever. But and they have, of course, the quite famous Faust, or Infamous maybe, depending on, I don't know. We all love Emperor anyway, so this is Blood Tsunami. Really cool, like, melodic, slightly black, slightly death influenced thrash metal. Tons of just killer riffing. You know, just really punchy, really in your face. It's just got the true thrash spirit, but with plenty of just bite to it, really, and really nice melodic guitar riffs that I enjoy a lot. Almost some At the Gates kind of style riffs, which you don't see a lot of in this kind of thrash. So I think Blood Tsunami are a really killer band. That's their album Thrash Metal. So yeah, hopefully you guys check out all the bands on this video. I think it's a really killer mix. Some really cool underground bands breaking new ground as well, like Bloodlust. I think potentially one of the better small speed bands alongside Hell Ripper, of course, who I know Blaine as well will agree on that. Thank you guys for watching this video. Massive thanks to Blaine. Like I say, go support him on Twitch and on Banger TV. He always is ready to recommend the most underground stuff, even when he's doing bigger releases on Banger TV. He'll always make sure to squeeze in something really cool at the end. So for me, that's often the best part of those videos, is when he gets to choose what he really wants to talk about. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you guys, as I say, enjoy these albums. I'll be back with more of this stuff soon. Support Blaine. That's everything I believe covered. Take care and stay metal.